officially on my own again. I'm a solo traveller, so I have no one to put in my videos, only myself. So I'm taking a new approach. As you can see, I'm filming myself. I'm currently in Bangkok at the moment, and it's pretty cool. Pretty much what I expected, and I do like it a lot more than I thought I would. I haven't really gone exploring much because I'm on a really tight budget and I've just been budgeting all day today. But I did manage to steal this downstairs. Southeast Asia on a shoestring. Actually had one of these in Europe and they're really good. And these are pretty expensive usually, so I'm glad I stole it. But yeah.
And then my phone got stolen, and no footage was recorded for over 2 months after that. If you've ever been on Koh Sang Road, you'll understand how easily that can happen, and I guess it happened to me. After your phone gets stolen, there isn't really much you can do. I remember 4 hours after it happened, just sitting at the airport, waiting to get onto my flight to Phuket, reevaluating my life choices and wondering what to do next. I arrived in Phuket hoping for some relaxation, but I never really felt comfortable there. There weren't many backpackers and just a lot of families. My mum was going to post me my new debit card and a spare phone, so she told me to find somewhere to chill out for a week, and she'd post them. I remember lying on my hostel bed wondering where to go next. Should I stay here? Should I move on? Then I remembered everyone in Bangkok talking about this full moon party on this island. At first, I wasn't going to go because I didn't really know anyone there, but then I thought, why not? I booked my ticket and a hostel and I took the chance and went. I was really excited to be on the road again. When I set off for the island with this name that I couldn't even pronounce, I was really pumped to go to this party and meet new people again. But 12 hours of travelling later, my hopes were not so high. I arrived the day before the full moon party. Was that enough time to make friends? Will this hostel be any good for meeting people? Because I've booked hostels before and it's just ended up being like a room and no one else is there. I'll never forget my first impression of Nomad House. I remember when the taxi pulled up and I got out and looked inside, I was just completely dazed. It was this really huge building and everyone was just out the front holding plates of pizza, and I thought, what kind of hostel is this? And I guess it turns out it was the kind of hostel I could stay and work at for 2 months. I'm not really going to sit here and explain how I got the job there and exactly what happened in those 2 months on Koh Phangan. You don't really need to know about all the walls we painted, about my education in the world of beer pong, all those half moons and full moons we worked. I don't need to talk about all the people I met here to remember them. I met people that I could stay up all night and talk to. I met people I could cry laughing with. People I could live and work with. Man, we cleaned up so many beer bottles and swept up so much stuff. We cleaned way too many toilets and made hundreds of beds. I'll never forget all those weird guests we had. So many amazing people that I got to hang out with all the time. We got to ride around the island and go to the beach, go to parties, and then lie about going to parties when I would really just stay back and sleep. We had guests who'd lick people. We had guests who'd get too drunk and need carrying to bed. We even had guests who weren't even staying with us. And then the day came for me to leave the island, to explore the rest of the world. I've only explored 9% of the planet, and I'm planning on making that number higher by the time I reach 20. But to do that, I had to move on. It was so sad to leave everything and everyone that I'd gotten accustomed to. 36 hours of travel later, I arrived in my other home, England. And I bought myself a new camera so I could film again. Here you can see my struggle to draw the Union Jack. In fact, I had to open emojis to copy it, but in the end I managed. Just don't tell the Queen or she'll kick me out of the country.